It's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. Hey, Rob Smith here. It's it's 9:01, July 19th, 19 or 2024. Someone almost did that last night. The convention. I believe it's a 19. Oh, it was my friend was running the thing. Accidentally said Michael Watley said almost said that. Where am I here? Oh, I am not feeling well. I must say this. I must say I'm not feeling well. I'm trying to find some music. I'm at that. I knew there was something I was forgetting. I've been feeling good since Tuesday. It's been off and on. It's on right now, but I wanted to. I haven't drawn a thing since Sunday night. Here's Venice. This Venice coffee shop thing. What was in this? I forget. I was only 15 minutes. Or was that 15 seconds? 15 seconds. Hold on. No, 7 hours. So this is where is this again? This is hold on, I've lost it. It's called Venice Coffee Shop Ambiance. Ambiance, yes. If you ever heard of Beyonce, you know how it sounds. This is goes on for 7 hours. 7 hours. You could do your wash 3 times, I think, during that, maybe five. Very interesting. All right, so here I am. What I don't have here is the live. Um, where is the live thing here? Hold on a second. I'm having a wee trouble finding the live. So I was actually using YouTube the last few days, watching the convention. Um, there we go. Here I found the live. Give me just a moment to get there. Not that you're necessarily even to give me. Here we are. Not that anyone may even come in here. Not that you're necessarily even. So okay, I really zoomed this. I've really. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. How's that now? Oh, that's right. I tilted this. It's only been since Sunday. I've already forgotten what I do here. Um, okay, here we are. Hopefully that's okay. I'm down a little bit here. All right. So again, no one's putting things anymore. So I've just birthdays. Today Sam Colt, the Colt gun, Samuel Colt, bang bang. Edgar Degas, who painted. I don't even know why he don't know what he painted. I'm not an art guy. Edward Pickering, who was an incredible astronomer. Not just astronomer, but he understood how planets. It helped us understand how planets are out there in the universe. And they're not just hanging from strings. I know that'll surprise you, but they don't hang from springs or strings. But they're yeah. And then Lizzie Borden, who, you know, the old axe, and Max Fleischer. And I wrote that cartoon stuff. He helped develop the animation. He really moved animation along. Too much is given to Disney. Disney picked up from others to a certain extent. Disney's studio, not even him, but his studio did kind of bring certain aspects of animation to a point. But the Fleischers were really before that doing new stuff that wasn't thought of before. And they did that in New York City. Then they opened a studio in Miami, but that's something else entirely. Okay, so I probably should draw something here. So let's see what I might do here, eh? Okay. I don't know exactly what. Do I have a picture of? I think I did see a picture of Lizzie Borden. She didn't look like a sprightly individual. Now tomorrow's got some interesting people, which I'm not sure where I may do the live here. I'm not doing a live on my Facebook page until um, Sunday. Sunday I'll do a live. Hold on, I think I saw a picture of her. Here we go. Here's Lizzie. All right. All right. Poor girl. She's never understood like she should have been. It's not even the angle I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at, actually, she's facing that way. So I'm just kind of turning her head, just because why not? Yeah, no pencils here, no plan. I was Busby, who usually joins us during these lives. I have to put the do not disturb. I have to do that. Try to remember that. Something new I was doing just last weekend. Yeah, I keep resting, hoping I'll feel better, and that just hasn't been happening. I'm using a brush. I don't remember where I got this brush. It actually is, part of it's in only a couple words. Brush and pen are in English. The rest are, and the word twist. The rest of it is in, no, actually, got a lot of word. This is, I've got a number of brushes like this. Anyway, it's a cartridge brush. So this has a cartridge at the end. I don't want to open all that up, but here is, it's funny that we were, what was it, last week when I started this birthday thing? Or 2 weeks ago when I started this birthday thing, one of the people we did was one of the witches, or one of the ladies who was accused of being a witch in the 1500s. Now, Lizzie Borden, lived from 1860 to 1927. 1927, born, of course, in Massachusetts, where they're all crazy. Oddly enough, in the same area that the witches. I think actually Bill O'Reilly writes that in Killing the Witches. He writes about Lizzie Borden because it's interesting that she came along in the same area, but the witch thing had been all fallen away because if it hadn't, she certainly would have been considered a witch and burned. I think it was no one here was burned at a stake. They were hung, but not burned. The stake burning was all done in England. Of course, the rest of stake burning happens at Ponderosa and Bonanza. Little restaurant joke there. I've never drawn her before. God, I wish I felt better. All right, here we are. Yeah, I'll finish this. I'm going to go lie down again. Golly, I wish I could shake whatever this is. Things I can't really identify what it is. Stomach, been congested, but I don't like no cold symptoms per se. It's like something's trying desperately to get me extremely sick, but really all it is just really I'm worn out. But I had no reason to. I haven't done anything to be worn out about. Weird. Except I don't feel good. Tired of feeling golly, it's been since it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I actually wasn't feeling I was feeling bad earlier in the day. Felt real bad. I guess it was Tuesday night. I'm not even checking to see. I don't think anybody's here, are they? Check. Nope, nobody home, but let's check on this. Yeah, I am looking at a photo right now. That's something a little different for me. but it actually ends in this area, so I'm going to make up the rest. See if it works. Now the thing is, I'll do a sped up version, and some folks like those better than. Notice I'm all making this up. I've just, just here in the last hour, half hour or so, I've just finished a book called Axe. It's one of the 87th Precinct novels he went by Ed McBain for the series of some 50 books. It's about a fellow who's wielded an axe, but if you're reading it, not real obvious at all who did what to who. My stomach feels awful. It's the whole body feeling yuck. Actually, this would be put in here. And draw that right. There'd be a wedge in there, and then this would come in like that. Go ahead and do that. It would really be hard for her to do it. Just even holding this one hand would be so difficult. Because they weren't light. Oh, there is an ad I didn't expect. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, let's check here again. Nobody here. So I wonder what would have happened if instead of an axe, she decided to use a Colt. Actually got a lot of work to do. I've been trying to do it even though I've been feeling rotten. I haven't done a real good job of it. Let's see, I might make this a little more realistic, oddly enough. A lot of friends trying to take airplane flights right now from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I understand the technological outage has stalled a lot of them. Now, I do have a picture of a Colt over here I'm kind of referring to. Now her thumb would need to be up here. Kind of drawing this at an angle, I realize. Okay, make use of that for the shadows. Let me not miss who else's birthday it is. Yeah, stars. I'm going to make use of this one right here. This is the Flare pen. I draw little things like stars everywhere. And what I really do like is to have others who are here to interact with. And now, obviously, there's the feeling of this has changed because so I just do a little bit of this, and this will look like I'm doing the same brush. All right, so what else do I got here? I'm putting stars in there for Pickering and oh, Degas. Not art guy. I like to. If I have to look at artwork, I like to look at illustrative work like this. There we go. Okay, so what else? Max Fleischer with Popeye and Betty Boop. I really don't want to draw other cartoon characters. Now tomorrow's interesting because the birthday, and I don't have to follow. I could draw whatever the heck I want to. Oh, hold on, I better get back to the brush, huh? A good idea. Yeah, just go ahead and just. I think I might do a color for something. I haven't done a color one since May. Color Live, that is. Stop. Well, let's see. Anything else? Quiet on the western front here. Get the top on. That's a good idea. And maybe a moon is always fun. So you knew I see with the iPhone update are giving us moons, whether it be a full moon or astronomical stuff. Yeah, well, you can really tell it's on a brush, can't you? I should see who else's birthday was it today. I saw some other names. I only stick in some. There's a lot. Tomorrow's first one's interesting. Was just starting to. What was I doing that over here? Oh, tomorrow Alexander the Great. Actually, it's an interesting combination. So far, I've got Alexander the Great, who was quite the plunderer. This is back in the 300s BC, not AD. And then Richard Owen, who I know a lot about, really brought us the first real grasp of what we now call dinosaurs. That was Richard Owen. His work and his studies, extraordinary. Another fellow is Gregor Mendel, who also did enormous amounts of studies. All these are in the 1800s. We haven't done that since. Really, since the turn of the century, we really done almost zero. Now everything's simplified. Everything's into a pharmaceutical company, and they release things if they want to, if they can make a profit. Owen Mendel had nothing to lose, much like Darwin and others who are working in the science fields had nothing to lose. So they just worked on this stuff because they wanted to. And Owen and Mendel, well, Mendel was studying what we now call, I guess, well, if you know, what's the thing that BlackRock just bought about families, finding family members and all, heredity, DNA, that all came from Mendel. Or really broke open with Mendel. Mendel really broke it open that we started to understand. And from that later came Crick and Watson with DNA because of the work that Mendel did. So that's how you had to have that research, which we really don't do anymore. Which is why we haven't gotten anywhere. We don't send rockets to the moon, why we can't solve viruses, all sorts of things like that. Okay, how can I... who else was having or just what else? I wish some people were here and would interact with me, but no. I mean, I could just start drawing dinosaurs and things. I guess I could. Why else would she have of course, I drew dinosaurs last Sunday. Because I was, something I was doing. Didn't know it was coming back this week. Everything's got stars. It's a lot of stars I have up there. Not that many. Stars aren't that obvious. Well, maybe I'll just wrap it up. It's 9:30. I'll just do. Actually, her legs would go all the way out down here, but I'll shorten them. Well, we don't have to see them, and we don't know. She was in Massachusetts, so it could be a. Last night I was running the convention. Yeah, after this, I'm going to go lie down. I don't feel good. But I'll probably be doing one on my cartoons page. I think her thing was that she was...
That's what cooked when you order juicy beef sounds like. A steaming hug of 2 slices of melted cheese, a crunch of tangy pickles and sliced onion.
Commercials.
With a toasted sesame seed bun. That's the sound of a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Fresh beef at participating U.S. McDonald's. Excludes
I made a grilled cheese earlier today. Something's got me feeling rotten, though. Golly, I feel bad. I wasn't going to do this, but I started thinking, golly, maybe I'll feel better. Maybe I need this, but that's not helping. My friend who called, I'll have to call tomorrow, I think. I feel rotten. I think I saw how where she killed her family was a multi-story, 2-story building, I think. Actually, I didn't draw that right. I just see where I did that. Oh, well. I'm just making this stuff up, so what difference? All right, so let's make use of this brush. How about that? All right, let's see if I can get this ink in here. Come on, ink. Yesterday I actually had taken a nap. Was I napping out? No, I was up by 7 something, but I napped for about 2 hours. Just not feeling too good. I did not do that today. I was trying to get a number of things done, which I got done, but I probably should have napped a bit, only because I know I'm not feeling good. I keep thinking I'm getting better, then ugh. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel better. Maybe. I've been thinking that the last. I was really surprised as bad as I felt Tuesday. I had stomach issues, I think, because of some food I'd eaten on Monday. I just figured I'd be feeling better come Tuesday, and then here we are, day 4. I might as well have gotten a cold. It's like getting a cold without getting a cold. Because you can't take any medicine for this, because I'm not really sure. It's like there's pressure in the head. It's like a big sinus problem that won't go away, but typical cold medicine won't help, and neither will sinus. I tried a little. Maybe who knows what I'll do. All right, what am I not? Oh, someone is here. Hello, Mark Place. Hello. I heard Biden resigned of being a. No, he's not. If something happens, he's going to probably. I don't think he's going to resign as president. He's going to step down in the race, unless something's happened here since I started. I don't know about, and I'm kind of inside stuff too. Wow, image. No, I want news. I hit the wrong button. All right, yeah, what's likely to happen, he's going to step down from the campaign. It's thought that he'll probably stay as president. The compromise will be he stays as president till January 20th, but who's actually running for president, he'll step down from. Now, if that's Harris, well, Democrats are in big trouble here. Big trouble. All right, has finally had enough of those dang kids. No, today is Lizzie Borden's birthday, or would have been Lizzie Borden's birthday if she had, she survived all that axe stuff, and she was born 1860 and died in 1927. So she lived to 1927, but she was one who, and then also today's the birthday of Samuel Colt. He was born 1814. Of course, he made the Colt gun. And why, if only Lizzie had used the gun instead of the axe, she probably could have gotten away with it all. Otherwise, stars, today is Edward Pickering Day, his birthday. He was born 1846. He brought about astronomy kind of as we know it today, helping us understand where stars in the universe kind of fall. There was many more people involved with that, and some of the most significant discoveries involving the universe really happened after the early 1900s. As I said, since about 1900, we really stopped research. And that's because tomorrow's birthdays show that, with Richard Owen, who brought us the word dinosaur. Richard Owen was an amazing scientist. Oh, that guy did. Oh, I studied him like crazy in 1980s. But then also Gregor Mendel, who we understand heredity today. Thank you. I hope I feel better too. The work that Pickering did is very interesting, but he was one of many who were studying the stars. I like to point out that we didn't actually have a name for the planet Pluto until 1929. It was I forget now, it was either before or after the crash. Would you like me to draw something? Would you like to throw? What is something you all like to do? And I'll just start drawing it. If you're still here. You just put a word, any word. Something maybe around you, wherever you are. I'm sorry, I didn't see folks were typing anything. Is Mark still here? Or did I just say that to... I admit I'm very involved in politics, and I'm professionally a political cartoonist, amongst other things. But I think I'm done with this. She was in Massachusetts, is where Lizzie Borden was. I was saying that about a week ago, I did a drawing because it was celebrating a birthday of one of the ladies who was accused of being a witch in Massachusetts. It was another that was in the 1500s. Well, here comes Lizzie Borden in the 1800s. If Massachusetts was still looking for witches, she certainly would have been uh, lynched. You had pizza for dinner. I'm not feeling well. Anything else? Is Mark still here? Or did he split? Split the scenery. How about naming? Max Fleischer was born today, 1883. Really, they were Fleischer brothers. There were two. Max was one, but they really developed so much of the animation we know today. Disney just kind of built from some of the things they developed. Disney later did streamline that, but it was really the Fleischer brothers who, amongst others, but really the Fleischers really did a incredible. He was born in 1883, died in 72. Well, no, I'm asking. All right, so we have the word pizza. Now, how about an animal? Toss out an animal. I guess Mark's gone. Or I could do something with. I have no idea who Kip Thorne. Who is Kip Thorne? Educate me. Educate me. I'll just think of dogs because for some reason, because Fleischer did a lot with dogs. Well, so did Disney initially too. And actually, I'm a cat person, as comes out often when I'm doing these lives. But a lot of the animators really didn't do much with cats, which may be why they're so little known today. Though, oddly enough, the Fleischers were ones who really animated what later became known as, started the animation process of what we now know as first Crazy Cat and then Felix the Cat. Ah, he must be more recent. I admit my studies in all of this were heavy duty in the 80s and 90s, earlier 90s. I had a heck of a library on the subject at one time, a year ago. Not no more. I'll give him a. I always like giving hats. I don't know why. I just like. They're just fun. Can you see this? Yes, you can see this. And this is a actual brush, not just. Tramp lady in a trench coat. What about Lady in the Tramp in a trench coat? Now, yeah, if you're meaning cartoon characters, I don't draw other people's cartoon characters. I did do a Tom of Tom and Jerry, but that was I don't, especially I won't touch Disney. I despise Disney and everything involving Disney. Never have liked them in my entire life, and I still don't. I was born and raised I was born and raised in Orlando, which is actually nowhere near Disney World, thank God. But I've always despised them. I know people. I've tried to find things to like about them. I've never found it. Never found it. If I like animation, it's certainly Warner Brothers. I much admire what the Fleischers did. Disney and Walt Disney was a piece of garbage, and I have nothing good to say about him. Didn't pay his employees. Still don't. I think he meant well. He thought he meant well, but his way of handling it was all wrong. I mean, I think Ho Chi Minh thought was meaning well, but he just didn't handle it right. I'll have to look into Kip Thorne. I've probably read about him, but I don't remember. But I love learning stuff. Most of my learning involves Florida history. That's the other work I do so much of. And I don't. Oh, I did have a pizza Wawa. I was stopping there to recycle, and I was looking at their app, something odd for me to do, and I was able to get a 14-inch pizza for $5. So I went ahead. I thought, well, that's a good idea. That was last week, and I went and did it. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling well. Something. Bugs Bunny. Yeah, that's a very interesting. A lot of people, if you look at how Bugs Bunny started and what he ended up as, what's known today, very different critters. Well, that's true for most all major cartoon characters. Oh, yesterday or today is the anniversary. Today is the anniversary of the first Tom and Jerry cartoon, in which they're named Tom and Jerry. I saw that. I think someone posted that on Facebook. I'm connected to a lot of cartoonists and cartoon historians too. And I'm a Florida historian, which gets to the Max Fleischer, whose birthday it is today. The Fleischers had their studio initially in New York City and then moved it down to Miami. That building, they did that in the 1930s. That building's still there today, but not as an animation studio in a long time. Oh yeah, well, and by the way, I'll highly recommend. I'm very critical of. I'm a voracious reader, and I came across. I was talking to someone about Bluth, and I looked. I saw. I found. I went ahead and read his book about a year ago, and it's very, very good. And it's his autobiography. I highly recommend it. There's a guy who really tried, and the Disney company just did everything they could to stop him, successfully too. They were, as usual, they were successful. I don't think their products are very good. Oddly enough, their success was while they were failing. Everything they did was just going to hell in a handbasket, and they brought Don Bluth with them because they just didn't want anyone to win. It's an evil company. Evil, evil, evil. Yeah. I think Don Bluth, if Disney had never, Walt Disney was almost born in Florida. Walt's parents were here in Florida, pregnant. She was pregnant with Walt, but they decided to move to Missouri. So he was almost born in a little teeny area known as Pearson, Florida. Almost born there. In the end, he gets born in Missouri. I wish he was born here because he might have put that horrible Disney World over in Missouri and gotten it out of our hair. And made our lives so much better here in Florida. I was actually feeling worse I realized I hadn't really eaten. I hadn't been feeling like eating. And I ate something. I started having more energy like I have right now because I was being pretty pokey and mopey all day. But however, now that's bothering me. I don't get sick easy, so I'm not used to it. Oh, my video's also frozen. Oh, poo. I'm sorry. Freezing apparently is my fault. My battery's dying. I forgot. I wasn't going to necessarily do this. The freezing was my fault. The freezing was my fault. I did not make sure this was charged because I wasn't going to do it. I thought maybe I'll feel better. Maybe I need to do something like this. As again, I haven't drawn since Sunday when I did the last live. Here, because I like kitties. And someone who usually joins us just called me just here a little. Well, I was so about 10 minutes ago. She didn't know I'm doing this. I didn't really tell. It was just a kind of last minute thing. I'm going to try to start doing these more regularly on YouTube. I've been using Facebook now I started off with Justin TV about 15 years ago, 16 years ago. I moved to Facebook. There's a gap there. I was using Ustream. Justin TV, Ustream. Eventually I went to Facebook a few years ago, about 7 years ago. But I will start using YouTube, I think. And then I do sped up versions, which I post here and on Rumble. I just posted one. Yeah, I'm a huge Warner Brothers fan, and Chuck Jones, the director, is a major influence of my work. People often cite Walt Kelly. I love Kelly's work, but I don't know how much that really influenced me. And comic book artist Neil Adams. The number one influence is Neil Adams. There should be Rich. I don't know why I'm thinking there should be checkerboard, but. So hopefully tomorrow, I'll probably do a live here. So hopefully I'll feeling better and I'll do a better job than I'm doing right now. I'll probably do a live at 7 p.m. and then do one here at 9 again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure what brush between 7 and 9 means, but I'm sure there's a lot of lingo here I don't know. And not only am I learning this, my friend who has Voice of Hope on here is also trying to learn more how the Facebook thing works. Oh, see, that's not right. See, there needs to be all right. Now, are you an artist or working at such? I've been a professional cartoonist. I'm in my 45th year. I don't use a brush much. This is something I've just started really doing. I'm a real pen and ink guy. Comic books. My training's all comic books. Ah. Well, I'm kind of almost in retirement mode of sorts, but I do a bunch of books involving Florida and Florida history. Educating young people or any people about our state. Actually, what folks really know me for doing are alligators. And I've extensively studied alligators. Oh, that's right. I had an old friend just friend me on Facebook. Used to be one of the Gator guys out of Gatorland. I need to send him a hello. I have to do that. Him and another guy really got me. Well, I did caricatures out of Gatorland, place with all kinds of alligators, and I studied them. This was back in the '80s. So this has to be a young gator to be this tiny. He has a bow tie. And no pencils here, I'm making this up as I go. That's the fun for me. I don't like to plan it. Oh, I didn't see YouTube. Yeah, I started drawing caricature when I just turned 16 back in '79, and we worked doing dip pens on acetate. That was the hard way to learn, and you had to draw fast because you had hundreds of people waiting to be drawn. So it was really being pushed into the deep end of the pool at a very young age. Well, that's, I think, really helped me understand thick and thin lines. And no brushes, though. I don't know why I'm using that. Hold on, I need to get some ink in here. That's why. Come on, ink. Maybe I need a new cartridge as possible. I've been using this a lot. I've got a bunch of these. You see his tail. How about the chobi na nichkiga? I love form. Yeah, that's what interests me. Not just drawing wise, but in general, I like form. Well, I like architecture. The older, the better. Today's architecture is so boring. Everything's square and, well, it's boring. Much like the people these days. Americans are so boring. Ooh, let me give the kitty some whiskers. There we go. And there'd be a shadow. Actually, that shadow should be, since I've got a dry brush here. Yeah, this music lasts a long time, like some of the other ones. All right, so that would also come down here. There we are. Hello there, Mango. Yes, you've been here before. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let me pull the plug here. As I say, I've not been feeling at all well, and I'm not feeling well at all right now. In fact, but I'm just a little frustrated because I haven't done a live. I haven't done any drawing at all since last Sunday. I started getting sick Tuesday and haven't been feeling much better since. But I'm going to really try to sleep this off, and however I feel, I think I'll go ahead and do a live, probably here tomorrow at 9 again. Feel free to put in a word, any word. You can put it, I don't know if you see the commentary area, or community area, I'm sorry. They call it community. But I do a post that I'm going to be doing a live. If I think there's a comment area there, you can put a word or whatever. Thank you. I do too, because this has been since Tuesday, and I keep thinking I'm going to turn a corner, but it seems like I just get worse. Not worse, but it doesn't go away. Anyway, I'm gonna go lie down, I think. But so here's a dog eating pizza. Though I didn't really put what on earth the pizza is, did I? I'm putting there some pepperoni, maybe some sausage, maybe an anchovy or two. There we go. Decorating the pizza. You know, making a pizza is not like decorating a Christmas tree if you think about it. All right, well, I think that's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scoot. Tomorrow night, probably 9 o'clock. And again, feel free to put just one word. One word. You can put a person, a place, and thing if you wish. 3 separate words. Have nothing to do. Otherwise, I'll probably draw about whoever's birthday it is, which probably means since tomorrow is Richard Owen, I'll probably do something about dinosaurs. All right, thank you all. And I got to look up that fellow you mentioned, too. Poke Chonker. Someday you all have to tell me why your names are what they are. Did your mother name you that? I don't know. Anyway, all right. Thank you all very much. Thanks for being here. Rob Smith here. I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow, whenever you happen to come back. Thank you so much for being here. Good night. Good night. And give me a moment because this does not turn off as easy as Facebook. I'm still learning this. Oh, that's right. The X marks the spot.